Can you just summarize it, since we're already talking about the book? Can you just summarize what the book is really about from your perspective?
Yes. It's, let me start off by mentioning a finding by a palliative care nurse here in Australia, actually. There's a lady called Bronnie Ware, and she spent a lot of time with people, hundreds of people, in their last few days and weeks of life. And she heard again and again the same regrets from the people who were dying. And it's a wonderful gift from the dying to the living, so that we can learn from what their regrets are. And the number one thing she heard, more than anything else, was, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life that others expected of me. Wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life that others expected of me. And what I've learnt through the study that I've done is that courage is a skill. It's something that we do. We act courageously. And what I've tried to do in the book is extract and give a really accessible message to explain to people how they can develop their own courage so that they can be bolder in their lives, and so that they can avoid the number one regret of the dying, and instead develop the courage to author their own lives, to choose for themselves what they're going to be doing. And there are well-known reasons that hold all of us back in life. It's natural to be fearful, to be anxious, to be worried. That's natural, but there are good reasons. When we understand what the reasons are, then we can develop approaches which tackle those reasons, and they're much more likely to be effective. What most people do is just try to use willpower. You know, they feel a bit anxious, a bit fearful, and they say, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to pick up the phone, I'm going to make the call. Here we go. And they'll try to soldier on, you know, just crash through the fear. And there's a place for that. There's absolutely a place for willpower, for sheer brute willpower. But there are also far more emotionally intelligent approaches to doing what's important in the presence of natural human fears. We can't get rid of them completely. There's a lot of very poor advice saying you need to stop. What you need to do, you know what you need to do? What you need to do is stop thinking negative thoughts. Don't be afraid. You've got this. Just do it. Do it.
Conquer your fear. That's what I hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're a human being with a pulse, this is the key thing, provided you've still got a pulse, you will be afraid of doing things if they matter. Not if they don't matter. If it's something trivial that's, you're kind of indifferent as to whether it works or not, there'll be no fear. But fear is actually often a sign. Yes, you are on the right path. You're doing something that's meaningful. It could be developing a new relationship. There's a lot of fear involved in starting a relationship. It could be building a relationship. There are a lot of worries. And it could be leaving a relationship. That needs courage too. And the same thing goes for work. Beginning work, developing in work, leaving work to start a new business perhaps. I believe that absolutely all of the most rewarding experiences that we'll have in our lives require some degree of courage. The things that we'd be most proud of when we get to the end and we look back, we would have had to have faced some fears. We would have to have risked defeat, failure, whatever that means, but things not going as well. So, developing courage, really, really important.